never too early to gear up for elk season. It's just coming up on April 1st, springtime. Everyone else is thinking about killing turkeys. We can't go elk hunting without a brand new bow, so I'm on my way to Real Deal Outdoors there in Salt Rock, West Virginia. Talked to Eddie Webb, he's the owner there. He set me up with the new Matthews VXR this year in that sweet looking ambush green color. And people that know me well, know that I'll shoot just about any brand or breed bow there is, but that's what I'm shooting this year. It's gonna be the new Matthews VXR. Get that rascal set up today, and even though it's just shy of April 1st, with any luck by mid-September I can hit an elk at 40 or 50 yards if needed. So we'll see. We'll get down there and see the guys, get her set up. It is the morning of day 2. We spent some time glassing there last night and actually saw quite a few bulls, but we're going to try to get to a high vantage point here just in a little while and get the day started. It's a little warmer than we wanted, but it's mid-September and we all know what happens in mid-September when the elk are on their feet, so stand by. The beginning of day 2 began with us getting deep into the timber overlooking a far canyon. Before we could get to our vantage point, a couple lone bugles sounded off in the distance. We realized we weren't in the best position, but with a couple bugles and cow calls, we figured we'd give it a chance. Pretty good bull up ahead of us. A lot of real estate between us and him though.
The birds like it.
Yeah. The crow's the only thing talking back to me. Wake something up. We spotted two bulls from a distance there. They were moving away from us there as we would come over that last rise. And what we did is we bellied down below them. And it's late morning. They're still actually on their feet. But we bellied below them. We're going to try to cut them off. We're trying to make tracks there now, but they're getting back into the thicker timber. We're about out of breath here trying to circle around them. But I think we can make it happen here. Both of them look pretty sizable. Not sure why both of them are running together right now, but it don't matter. I'd stick in there, either one of them. Just sit tight, see if we can get circled around in front of them. Had one bugle just out the ridge here from us. We're going to try to get him to respond. Apparently I left my sexy back in West Virginia. Nobody wants to talk to me.
The bird liked it.
Yeah, the crows like it. I guess when your bugle sounds like Bigfoot mating a T-Rex, it's not very appealing. We soon realized these bulls were on a mission, and because we were out of position initially, we just couldn't get in front of them. We realized after bugling and cow calling, it just wasn't going to happen on these bulls right here. That's a hell of a bull for really the first full day of hunting. Honestly, I don't think we can get on him the way he's moving away like that. Pretty encouraging there, not 30 minutes into the timber. He's moving straight away. He's on a mission. There's no way we can get in front of him. After failing to cut the distance on the first setup, the mid-morning dilemma was soon setting in. The temperatures were on the rise, the bulls' activity was starting to diminish, and we were realizing we need to figure out really quick what we were to do the rest of the morning. Should we glass? Should we hike? Should we hit the water holes? Or should we just get to a high vantage point and take a break for the morning? Anyone who's ever hunted private land elk versus public land elk will tell you oftentimes these animals will stay on their feet and stay active just a little bit longer during the morning hours. Alright, we're the morning of day 3, and we had a wonderful day 2. Just couldn't quite make it happen, and we're getting a different drainage, a different basin, different canyon here this morning. We put some bulls to bed there last night. They were starting to sound off pretty good there the last hour of daylight, chasing cows, and weather still is not very cooperative. I mean, it's clear. There's no rain, that's good. No storms or anything, but it's hot, especially for, September the 17th. But the boys are doing their thing, and they're active, and they're chasing the girls. So we just need a volunteer. Couldn't quite close the deal there yesterday, but we'll get this back drainage in here and see what happens. So sit still. Right at daylight, we spotted 2 bulls in the distance. We immediately began formulating a plan. There was lots of distance to cover and lots of opportunity, but we were going to have to make it quick in order to get there. We got 2 bulls bed on the back side of this point here. We had to wrap around. As long as the wind is in our favor, I think we can make this happen. We had to move fast and use the train as our cover. There just wasn't any brush or trees to conceal us from the elk. We managed to cut the distance pretty quickly, making it to the back drainage without becoming completely out of breath. At this point, it was just a matter of seeing them before they saw us, while keeping a little bit of cover between us and them at all times. Man, this is one close encounter after another close encounter, just one after another. I mean, we've been on the bulls for 2 days, one right after another, and just cannot make it happen. Honestly, I thought that was probably going to happen right there. If it wasn't for these other two that we slipped up on, and we had no idea where they were there. I mean, and they're not bumped real hard, they're not spooked real hard, but they didn't give us an opportunity either. I don't know what's more aggravating, not seeing any elk or not being able to close a deal on the ones that you are seeing. The remainder of the day was filled with a couple distant sightings and lots of mileage on the boots. We continued to put in the work in hopes that it would all pay off in the end. After a quick and unexpected encounter with a bull that we had seen on day 2, I actually had an opportunity. At this point, I just completely blew it after I had a complete meltdown with the rangefinder. At that point, I was convinced I had blown my one and only opportunity. I was certain I was going to go back home to West Virginia empty-handed. I spent the remainder of the day walking and glassing and walking, and doing so almost to the point of exhaustion. All right, we started taking a break, and we heard one lone bugle just around the bank, and we got in position. There's actually, I think, 3 different bulls there. We tried to hurry and get up and get in position to get a good glass on them. And I think really there's at least 2 shooters there. They're bumping cows. But we gotta circle back around here and get below after I catch my breath and try to cut these bulls off. Hopefully they're gonna side hill and come right around to us, but we gotta seriously make some tracks and try to get in front of these guys. But we got about an hour of daylight left. This is the last day. If we don't make it happen now, it's tag soup. So if we can get on around this bank and get below them, we should be within 30 minutes of dark. But I think we can get in position, but I'm not so sure we can get in there without being spotted. So. With the temperatures getting cooler and the shadows getting longer, we made our final move, hoping the strategy and the planning all would pay off. Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. When we popped up out of the nearest drain, both bulls were at 60 yards and focused on the cows looking straight away from us. They had absolutely no idea we were there. When the arrow found its mark, we realized the shot placement was less than ideal. With daylight at a premium, we decided to try to cut the distance and get a second arrow in him quick. With the bull quartering away as steep as it was, the arrow buried itself clear of the fletching. This bull was hurting bad, didn't go far, and allowed us to approach for a second shot.
Man, it's been a rough 3 or 4 days. I mean, rough, and I mean, just trying to get everything lined up. I mean, Jeremy's put us on the bulls, and they've been bugling good, strong. But daggone, you talking about trying to get the stars to line up. First one's range was 63.
63 yards.
63 on the first one, 53 on the second.
Yeah.
First one was a little back, actually it was a lot back.
But the wind.
Well, that was the thing. With the wind coming, I tried to compensate for the drift, but it didn't drift nearly what I thought it would. He's hurting pretty bad. He's 50, 60 yards from us. He's bedded down, but his head's up right now. We're back up, get back to camp. Let him die.
No.
Just stay here.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay.
Waiting for the big bull to expire gave us plenty of opportunity to call in for reinforcements, as the recovery of this big boy was going to be a project all in itself. Well, I guess he'd do it till we kill a real bull.
Here.
The sweet bull.
Holy
Wow.
smokes.
He's huge.
Good Lord, son.
Come here, hold your bear.
30 minutes before the... Yeah, 30 minutes before dark last day. Well, I can't... have to wonder just a little bit, or worry just a little bit whether it's actually going to happen or not.
Was this your second shot?
Uh-huh.
That second shot was a pretty good shot.
Well, the way he was,
wasn't a bad shot
honestly, the
either.
way he was quartered. But see, we're used to shooting whitetails. The whitetail, that'd have touched the lungs. I mean, no joke. I mean,
The back arrow would have?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
A whitetail, that'd have touched the lungs. He'd have been,
It got
it'd have jumped him.
He's quartering oil, but I think that's why he just kind of hit a little far back.
Good Lord, look at that.
Holy cow.
Holy bull. He's still wearing a little velvet.
I mean, he's not as big as mine.
Well, yeah, you know, I guess it'll do for the time being. You know, I don't want to kill one bigger than you. Wow.
Congratulations, man.
Yep.
Now the work begins.
Yep.
For you.